don't know me, my name is Maria Tripi, and I've been affiliated with the Epilepsy Association of Western New York for more than half my life. So when Shana asked me to speak briefly tonight and address how the Epilepsy Association of Western New York has impacted my life, my initial thought was in way too many ways for me to speak briefly about. And as many of you know, that's a true statement because I enjoy talking and telling stories. But I will keep it brief, Shana. As I started writing this brief speech last night, I realized that this year marks the 30th year that I have been affiliated with the wonderful people and the programs associated with EAWNY. In the spirit of briefness, I'd like to offer a short version of my backstory. I experienced my first seizure at 6 weeks old. However, I wasn't diagnosed until I was 21. I was diagnosed then with the disorder epilepsy. When I first walked through the doors of the Epilepsy Association as a newly diagnosed 21-year-old young woman, I was scared, unsure, I was very confused, and I have to admit somewhat angry and defiant, although that goes against the grain of my personality. My first meeting was with a counselor named Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. During my first meeting, my intention at that time as this stubborn 21-year-old woman was to find out as much as I possibly could about epilepsy, and therefore I could cure myself, right? I had no intention of returning. Well, here we are. Little did I know that 30 years later, I'd end up here tonight to share with you all how EAWNY has shaped the woman I am because of the program this organization continues to offer. For instance, over the years, I participated in the family support services. They've helped me educate. They've helped educate me on how to teach my children to cope with a parent who has a seizure disorder. Their adult services and programs continue to assist me every day regarding the everyday issues that affect those with epilepsy. The continual adjustment of the process of coping with epilepsy, as well as the specific diagnosis and seizure type, as well as the general aspects of seizure disorders. The medical service coordination team has advocated on my behalf at times when I could not do that myself. The education and community outreach team has a never-ending source of information to promote awareness and education. Finally, when I went back to college to earn a bachelor's degree from Empire State, the Epilepsy Association of Western New York suggested I apply for a scholarship. And I stand before you very proud and grateful to convey to you all that in both 2011 and 2012, EAWNY, along with the Board of Directors, awarded me the Dennis Durfee Scholarship to assist me in my educational goals of achieving my bachelor's degree in science. And that is something that never would have happened without EAWNY. There just aren't words enough to show my appreciation. But I do want to share it with you all. I stand before you, EAWNY, the Board of Directors, and all of you who are affiliated with the Epilepsy Association of Western New York. Everybody's here to support us as a humble and grateful member of EAWNY for 30 years and counting. For I've learned through this organization and the peer support that I've received that epilepsy is what I have. It does not define me. So folks, we're here to raise money for our beloved Epilepsy Association through your kind generosity. The monies raised here tonight will help our organization to continue providing the valuable and essential programs that I've mentioned. Look at all these wonderful baskets. Aren't they awesome? Thank you. Instead of closing with your standard thank you, I'd like to close with an inspirational quote from one of my favorite authors, Anne Ruleck. Extraordinary people visualize not what is possible or probable, but rather what is viewed as impossible. By visualizing the impossible, they begin to see it as possible. We're all extraordinary here, folks. Thank you.